They're fighting back against this whole woke movement, defund the police, all these SJW types in Kenly, North Carolina. The entire police department in Kenly has resigned. The entire police department. So if you're a social worker out there looking for a job, Kenly, North Carolina has got a position for you. And I'm sure that includes health benefits, dental, life insurance, because you're definitely going to need life insurance if you're a social worker who's going to some type of domestic call, because now there's no more police in Kenly, North Carolina. Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Culture Confederacy here. It is Friday, pipe and coffee in hand as always. So let's get to this. CBS 17 story by Catherine Hubbard and Galat Melamed. Now, this came out the 20th, but was updated the 21st. It says here, Kenly, North Carolina, WNCN. The entire staff of the Kenly Police Department resigned Wednesday afternoon after officers did not want to be a part of the work environment that was created, the town's former chief of police said. And who'd blame him? But we do have a win, folks. We have a win. I don't know if you saw this or not, but the man who was charged in the killing of St. Louis, or is it St. Louis? I always forget how you say it. St. Louis or St. Louis? I'm so used as a jazz fan to the song St. Louis Blues. But the person who killed David Dorn was found guilty. So that's a win for us. By the way, David Dorn was black. Those of you in the BLM, Antifa, SJW movement. Chief Josh Gibson told CBS 17 that he and 4 other officers submitted a 2-week resignation notice around 4:50 p.m. on Wednesday. Gibson said that Utilities Clerk Christy Jones and Assistant Town Manager Sharon Evans also resigned. Kenly, North Carolina is your typical small town America. They've got roughly about 1,500 people in Kenly. And you take a look at this place, it looks like Mayberry 1955. But I was checking the census, and the latest information is going back to 2010. From 2010 to 2020, they had about 200 people move out, 200, 300. So the population has dwindled a little bit. Quote, all of us are very heartbroken that it has come down to this, Gibson told CBS 17. He also said that the officers could not perform their duties due to the environment that was created by the town manager, Justine Jones. Ooh, and she's got a history. She's got a history. Gibson did not elaborate on what the work environment is because attorneys are now involved. Jones became the town manager at the beginning of June, Gibson said. The town manager spoke with CBS 17 and said, if there is to be an emergency meeting concerning this, it must have a 48-hour notice. Now, Sandra Waltson said she's concerned about what happens when the police department is gone. You think? The entire police department in Kenly resigns. And if you think this is just small potatoes here, folks, I got news for you. This is going to have a huge effect on other police departments around the country. You watch and you see. Within the next 6 months, you're going to see a lot of these police departments resign. I saw the story on Fox News today that there was another brawl happened last weekend in the Fashion District in L.A. Now imagine if the LAPD quit. Ooh, that would be so juicy. People would be moving out of it. This would be worse than what happened after Watts. The Watts riots. Quote, he's done a good job for our town. I'm a retired teacher from the area. I remember seeing him in school, and it's just a little bit of a shock, she said. Reginald Williams said he hopes the town figures out a solution soon. Quote, I was like, what in the world, man? We can't have a lawless town, he said. There's no way on God's green earth we can have a lawless town, so I hope we can find a resolution sooner rather than later. You know what I think the best thing can happen here? I know this looks bad. You have this police department in Kenly, North Carolina that is calling it quits. But eventually over time, when all these SJW types start figuring out that they can't function without law and order, they're going to be screaming for people to be coming back. And the icing on the cake is people can say, no, we're going to do it. We've been there before. We're not going to come back and cater to you people. You do this on your own. You figure it out. That would be so sweet. Poetic justice. Gibson was with the police department for 21 years and served the majority of those years as chief. It's one of those towns where you can't find anybody else to fill the position, so he's the guy. Sure, he's got a nice little pension. CBS 17 has reached out to the town of Kinley and is waiting to hear back. Spokesperson for the Johnston County Sheriff's Office said there's no specific plans for increased patrol in the area. They will be available and respond to anyone in Kinley who needs them. CBS 17 also reached out to the Wilson County Sheriff's Office and is waiting to hear back. So this is at CBS 17. You have the entire police department in Kinley, North Carolina, resigning because of this Justine Jones, who I believe was involved in a lawsuit regarding gender, or she claimed sexual harassment. I forget what. But one of those types. So I hope you enjoyed the video. If you know what if you did, do you know that you enjoyed the video? If you did, you know what to do. Can't get the words out here. I got to get ready to do the overnight shift. So you all have a great weekend. Follow me at Instagram, #JasonComposes. You can find me at Twitter, Culture Confederacy at Twitter. This is the Cultural Confederacy saying peace out. Stay safe, everybody. God bless this great country. I'll catch you next time. And as I always say on the channel, let's do our best to preserve our history, our culture, our way of life as Americans. Take care, everybody. Have a great weekend.